Yeah. Man, oh man, what a great week of football we saw, man. What a great week. A lot of upsets, a lot of close games. Let's start off with Thanksgiving Day, man. That's the most important day, America's biggest holiday. Let's start it off with the Bears and Lions, man. What a close matchup this was. Man, the Bears, what were y'all thinking? Yeah, plenty of time to call a timeout. Literally want the clock out. I have two timeouts available on the clock. Don't call the timeout, man. They fired the head coach finally, which we all saw that coming. David, what do you think about this game, man?
Uh, I mean, he got fired from the job for that call. So, uh, I mean, the Lions let him get back in the game. I mean, you could clearly see it throughout the game. Um, Gibbs had that fumble when he was about to score.
He could fit in that fireplace.
I was just about, that's what I was thinking. Could walk right into it.
Sorry, David.
Now I'm not going to be able to not see that now. Um, oh, Amir, there you are. Uh, Basically, the Lions gave him that. The Lions gave him that game. Gibbs fumbled on like the 3 yard line. He was about to score. Bad coaching, and what does bad coaching do in the NFL? Get you fired. Hopefully, the Giants follow the lead on this. So,
I mean, I'm
uh,
hearing something else from those damn guys. We're gonna get to that game next.
we get there. Yeah, yeah, no. Just Caleb was on the run the whole game. I thought he played pretty well.
Okay.
That's it.
John Paul, what do you think, buddy? Since
Uh,
we're on the time, just remember we're on the time spread. David has a bedtime too.
yes,
Then
David.
we're David's bedtime.
We were this was probably my favorite game of the week of the weekend of Thanksgiving. Um, I thought the Lions that listen, man, good teams find a way to win, and they did. You know what I mean? It's just the way it is. But I will give Caleb Williams his props. He did play very, very well. And I'll tell you one thing, man. That Chicago team has a lot of weapons. I wouldn't be surprised. They're one or two pieces away from being very scary.
Agreed.
Okay. Tony, what do you think, buddy?
This is one game that Detroit probably should have lost. They laid an egg and Chicago let them in it. So good for them, man. I mean, I think Detroit is I think they're the team to beat at the end of the day. They're just such a powerhouse that can score in any minute. Their defense is still pretty decent. Um, and once again, the good teams even have bad games, and I think this was one that was a little bit bad for them. So
Okay.
that's about it.
My thing on this game, divisional games are always hard to win. Divisional matchup, no matter what, they can go either way, no matter how bad the opponent is. That's how divisional games are. I definitely think that coach was pretty stupid for not calling a timeout. You're literally running the clock out. Think about running a Hail Mary, which is completely stupid when he had a good couple. He had about two timeouts in the bag. You could easily win, get a pass, call a timeout, then you could be in a field goal range to win the game. Definitely think it's pretty stupid, so I'm not surprised on that firing. All right, guys, let's go. Another divisional matchup. This game was a one score game win. The Dallas Cowboys beat out the New York Giants. Um, I can keep David. I already see you nodding your head. What do you say about the game, buddy?
No, Tony always goes first for Giants.
I told you to be honest.
I mean, the Giants for the most part are tanking. Drew Lock looked like shit. I don't care for his 20, I don't care for his 28-yard run, which was a touchdown. Um, they're going to have to decide how this works. If I can be a running back or a wide receiver and have 90% of my body out of bounds and touch the pylon and it be a touchdown, he kicked the freaking pylon. I don't understand. I mean, either way, it is what it is.
They scored
Um,
though, didn't they?
huh?
It
They
counted as a
They
touchdown.
did score, but they didn't give him the touchdown. Tyrone
oh they
Truth.
counted they counted that as a
They
touchdown.
counted. They counted that one.
That first touchdown that Drew
The
Lock
Drew
scored
Lock
for
one. They
86,
counted it.
that was a
No, they put it at the 1 yard line and Tracy punched it in.
Yeah, they
no.
put it at the 1 yard line. They put it
Yeah,
at the 1 yard line.
I thought he scored.
I,
no,
No, he didn't.
they put it at the 1 yard line and Tracy pounded it in. Um, when it comes to Dallas, what the hell are these guys even thinking, talking shit against teams that are so much worse than they are that they beat, saying, "Hey, we're gonna make the playoffs." Get out of here. You guys suck. So do
My
we.
thing,
You guys suck.
my thing is, how you gonna talk trash on the team? Beating a bad team is not a compliment. That's like being a bully, beating a tiny guy. That's not an accomplishment. When you beat a team that's same size as you or bigger than you, then that's an accomplishment. But that's typical Dallas Cowboys for you, buddy. What else, Tony? John Paul, what do you think, buddy?
This game was shaky on both ends. I wasn't really I didn't really watch most of this game. I watched maybe the first quarter, give or take. I was too bad. I was too busy stuffing my face at that point.
Like Umir is.
Bears doing now, yeah.
Just for the record, I don't think Dexter Lawrence is hurt. I think the Giants are doing the smart move and pulling him for the rest of the season.
Who cares, dude? At this point,
yeah, the Giants. But you know what, too. Some of the guys on the Giants defense you could see are starting to let up too, man. I mean, it's like, listen, man, I think Shane's got to go. That Evan Neal pick is trash, turning out to be garbage. The only thing is, where do the Giants go from here? They have to. They unfortunately, I think their giveaway would be this weekend. I think this is probably the only other game that they could win is this weekend against the Saints. They lose this weekend against the Saints, I think Daboll's got to go. I think you let him finish out the year, but I think he's got to go. Him and Shane, you got to just start all over again. That's just my point of view. On Dallas, yeah, they always talk shit. It is what it is. Divisional matchup. They're going to talk shit. It is what it is. All right. And, I mean, listen, do they have a chance to win, to get into the playoffs, get a wild card? Absolutely. Do I think they're going to do it? Absolutely not. Why would you? You're going in there with a second-string quarterback, dude. I mean, and he's not great. So why would you want to?
Because that helps out in McCarthy's case then. I'm not getting fired.
Well, it helps him out a little bit, yeah, but I think he's gone at the end of the season anyway. It's the same deal.
I mean, Dallas, but Garrett doesn't, not Garrett. What's the name? Jerry Jones. The Jones don't let go head coaches that easily. Matter how he's like Jason Garrett stayed for years and years and years.
Hold on though. As much as Jason Garrett wasn't a great coach, he won and he made the playoffs. He might have not won in the playoffs, Umir. I get that, but he hadn't had a record like this bad. You know what I mean? I mean, Dallas. I mean, it's not really horrible. They're 5-7, yeah. But I mean, he never really had that bad of a season. And when he did have a bad season, look what happened. Jerry Jones was like, "All right, well, you're out of here." Yeah. You know. So I don't know. I don't know offhand what's going to go on. It seems like they're saying he's going to stay, and then they're saying he's going to leave. So,
okay. Dave, what do you think, buddy?
The game was horrible. I am embarrassed that game was on national TV for Thanksgiving. I apologize to the crowd that actually went to the game. It's the Giants are tanking. I mean, Drew Lock was talking all that smack how he was pissed that Tommy DeVito got to start over him. I mean, in that game, can we both agree that Tommy DeVito is better than Drew Lock?
I think he is.
After watching that game, it's disgusting. The Giants' offensive line, I say this every week, every year. It does not change. Evan Neal shouldn't even be in the NFL. Their offensive line just looks terrible. They just look like they're not trying. Either they want Daboll gone or something's happening. Flat out. Okay. What, John Paul?
Umir sitting there going.
Nah, I'm just talking to my mother. Don't worry about it. But let's see what happens. I mean, but the Giants' offensive line has been like that for years. I'm like, not to throw shade. I mean, something has to be done. The owner has to do something. Because we're talking about the Giants' offensive line for years. That's not.
I mean, they brought in guys this year. I just don't know what's going on. I mean, they brought in Runyon, they brought in Elamor or whatever.
Starters, nevertheless. They brought in former starters.
Yeah, I mean, it's not like they're not trying to fix it. I don't know. I don't know if
the
those
coach
guys are
is
just
the
not
offensive line
gelling.
coach.
Maybe, I don't know.
Can we just say New York football period is on a very, very big down crease, and it's probably not going to get any better for at least a couple of years?
I mean,
Thank you. John Paul, I love you, my brother.
I love
you, bro.
It's true.
That brings us to our next point, the New York Jets.
The Jets we're going to talk about later, but I'll talk about the Jets a little ahead of time. The New York Jets had a lead against Seattle. That Mr. Aaron Rodgers threw the pick six to Mr. Williams. Man, Mr. Williams, I don't know how he did that, bro. I would have been passed out on the 50-yard line. Dude Van ain't got a pick six touchdown on against his former team. The Jets blew the lead again.
I would pay to see you run.
There's rumors having that the Jets are going to be cutting possibly Rodgers or benching him for the year. Tony, John Paul, you're already nodding your head over there. What do you say on this, buddy?
They're not cutting him. All right. They are not going to sit him for the year. All right. He's going to play out. And then honestly, because he's still within a contract for next year, it is going to be completely up to the next head coach and the next GM if they want to keep him. Me personally,
do not come to the Giants, please.
I listen. I'm going to try to make this short and quick. I think he had a very, very trash year this year. Do I think he wants to end his career like that? Absolutely not. So if he comes back to the Jets next year, he's going to try to come back with a vengeance. I give him that. Do I think he's going to stay there? Possibly not. All right. This is all going to be an off-season thing, but he's not going anywhere. All right. He really isn't. I don't think he's going anywhere at all. It just, again, it's all going to depend. But you know what? Defense, I think, held their own in this game. Maybe not great, but the Jets can't score 21 points in the first half and then score nothing the rest of the game. So I can't put this all on Aaron Rodgers, because he did throw 2 touchdowns. He had 155 yards in the first half. I mean, it is what it is at that point. Dude, a lot of guys need to start showing up. I understand it's a garbage year and the year's probably over. I understand that. You guys still got to play out, man. You guys are NFL players, dude. Sauce Gardner's got to shut the fuck up and start playing. All right, he's not playing his greatest, dude.
He sucks.
He's missing tackles. The Jets haven't had an interception since I want to say like week 4. You know what I mean? They're just not playing the way they should be playing. I mean, that defense last year was a top 3 defense. This year, they're lucky if they're top 30. All right? I'm being honest. Umir, you laugh. I'm a realist when it comes to the Jets. I'm not one of those teams that are like, oh, well, next year's a different story, with a new coach and a new GM, we'll go to the Super. I'm not like that. You have to show me first. If you don't, it does nothing for me. But listen, I'll give Seattle all the props in the world. I think Geno Smith played like shit too.
He got revenge against his former team. The Italian Stallion got the revenge.
He got revenge for the last time he played the Jets. They spanked him.
Yep.
So it's not revenge, guy. It's just a game that he had to try to come back and win. So, me personally, yeah, I give Seattle their props, because as of right now, I believe they're top in that division. So that's good for them.
Terrible division.
Yeah, no, a division that should be unbelievable is garbage.
Yeah, that's true. Tony, what do you think, buddy? Tony's be like, I don't care.
I miss you, Leonard Williams.
I miss him too. Trust me.
Whatchamacallit? I don't know. Jets get rid of Rodgers. I mean, please just get him out of there. End the circus. He's been on a decline for the past 5-6 years. Even his last 2 seasons with Green Bay, he looked like shit. And these stupid ass sidearm passes that he's doing. You're not Patrick Mahomes, man. Cut it out. These stupid interceptions he's throwing. Just get rid of him. It's over. It's over.
Well, Tony, not to cut you off, dude. And you probably don't want that interception he threw to Leonard Williams. The play before that, Garrett Wilson was open by almost 10 yards, and he completely missed him. The old Aaron Rodgers would have made that throw. That game would have been over at that point. He completely missed him. And that second one he threw it, and I knew it was there too. I knew it. As soon as he caught the ball, I said, pick 6. And I shut the game off. My cousin was sitting there. He's going, what are you doing? I was like, game's over, dude. I was like, they're going to lose. Guarantee it. He goes, oh, no, it's only 21-13. I was like, they're going to lose. And go figure. They lost. But it's cool. I picked them.
Yeah, that's it. I don't want to talk about Jets no more.
Dan, what do you think, buddy?
Uh,
I make
I
it quick,
just
buddy. We got a time period, right?
you
It's your
just
fault.
fucking called on me, jerk off. Uh, Basically, I just hope Aaron Rodgers doesn't go to the Giants. I'll take Devontae Adams though
No,
on the Giants. What?
he's gonna stay a Jet for now. He's not going anywhere.
I know we need him for the
They
Giants.
have him under contract too. That's the
I
only.
know, I know, but I heard that he might want to go. Uh, Pretty much what Tony and John Paul said, I agree with. Aaron Rodgers is washed up, and I don't think this will be his last year. I think he wants to go out on his terms.
Okay.
He's not John Elway.
Yeah, man.
No, he's not.
My wife asked me the other day if I washed the dishes. I said Aaron Rodgers, and she knew already that they were washed.
All right, man. Let's see, man. I'm happy Seattle. Good job you guys doing, man. Proud of you guys. All right, guys. Let's talk about everybody's talking about this player right now. Al Shaair. My apologies
Who?
if I messed the name up. Al Shaair.
Al Shazier.
Oh, the
Al
hit.
Shaair. Al Shaair hit. He was ejected from the game. Trevor Lawrence was taken out of the game as well because of that hit. Now the NFL just announced they're suspending him for 3 games.
Wow.
His head coach came out defending him, saying that that's not yeah, the hit it was bad, but the QB was not doing slide properly, and he shouldn't be suspended for the 3 games. John Paul, you're making your faces right now. I'm gonna go with you first, buddy. What do you think? What do you think on this, buddy?
I'm not gonna lie, I agree. As much as it was a horrible hit, and listen, I'm on this show. You guys all know I'm not one. I don't like Trevor Lawrence. I still think he's a bust. Um, his ass wasn't on the ground at all. He looked like he was gonna slide, and he took a hit. To me, and the guy didn't lead with his crown. He led with his shoulder. All right. I mean, we've seen hits like this in past years all the time. Guys never got ejected. Guys never got suspended. Yeah, maybe they got a $10,000 fine for targeting. That's all he should have gotten, in my opinion. All right. Listen, I wish Trevor Lawrence the best. You don't want to see nobody get hurt. I get it. And that's fine. But he came out and said it too. So people got to stop criticizing this dude. He came out and said it. He goes, dude, I laid out that hit. I don't want to see nobody get hurt. It is what it is. He got suspended for it. Me personally, I think this game's starting to get soft. That's just me personally. I don't think it was that bad of a hit. I actually think the hit was clean. That's just me.
I do not think so.
I think
Yeah, the hit definitely wasn't clean.
it was
It was not clean at all.
it was clean.
He went for his head, dude. You could clearly see it. He put his shoulder
He
right
was
into his head.
already leading, dude. He
Yeah,
was
so
already leading.
I agree.
Go
I
ahead,
agree.
Tony. You go.
Sorry, I agree. That the game is getting soft. It is a protect the quarterback league.
You want to know why?
Exactly. They got to protect their money. They got to protect their investment. Um, but it was a dirty hit. It was a very dirty hit. And listen, his agent told him to say the right things. Because let's put it this way, these guys aren't going out there and writing out these things by themselves. I hate to say it. I mean, I was a jock. David, you were a jock. St. Paul, Umir, you wish you were a jock. Um,
Kiss my ass, fat ass.
we're not smart guys. I mean, we're not that smart to
I can
write
tell.
shit out. Um, but I don't know. It was an ugly hit. Um, I wish Trevor Lawrence well, but he seems like he's fine. He got in that golf cart. He seemed like he was fine.
Yeah, he looked
I
fine.
think I think they might be making a little bit of a bigger deal than what it is.
Yeah.
Um, but it was a dirty hit. I mean, once the quarterback is in motion, going to the ground,
Lay off.
yeah, you got to do your best possible to jump out of the way.
Jump over him.
Hit one of your own guys. Um, I don't know, do a somersault or something. Just get out of the way.
Even if he would have touched him with his hands, they would have called it a dirty hit. All right, and the hit itself isn't what clobbered him. What hit him was his head hitting the ground.
Because of that hit, though, the way he hit him.
It happens all the time in sports, dude. No offense. That's why you play this game, you wear pads, you have that stupid thing on your head. He's got enough hair that should protect him anyway, especially with that head. You can land a fucking 777 on the fucking forehead.
Like I said, he looked like he was fine. He got in that golf cart.
I
He
hate you,
was
John
all
Paul.
right.
He tried to play a Tua Tagovailoa for a second. He was like this, and then he was like, "Oh, I'm good." Oh, come on, dude, get the fuck up. Play the game. You didn't even have a concussion, bro. You're fine. Got a little bit of headache. Take a couple Tylenol, Advil. Get back in the game, pussy.
Tell us how you really
Uh,
feel.
Okay, David, you were cut off a little bit, buddy. What's your take on this? You were cut off.
Uh, it was a dirty hit, but 3 games, I don't think it was. I think he should be suspended 1 game. 3 games is a little extreme. Um,
And he loses three weeks of
3 weeks.
paychecks,
Yep.
which
I
God knows
think,
how much that equals.
He'll make it back.
like, yeah, I get the NFL's getting soft, but I think we're finally starting to see some fights now. Like, people are starting to care. Like, I forgot who was playing. Remember what that when that guy tried hurting Justin Herbert's leg, and the offensive lineman came up and he freaking like body slammed him because the guy tried like grabbing his ankle to like try and break his ankle, and he literally body slammed the guy off of Justin Herbert. And now this week they've gotten a fight. Freaking Ingram, he hasn't. Ingram couldn't show that fight when he played for the Giants. He couldn't show like he cared like that or anything. He started the whole fight. I'm glad. Finally, people are starting to back it up, man. I'm tired of soft ass league. Like, dude, somebody hits your quarterback or your teammate like that, you better fucking do something. Because I'll be damn sure I'm gonna let one of my teammates get hurt like that.
Well, they got to do.
But
They got to do something. They're 2-10.
my thing is,
You gotta win at something. If you're not winning at play.
Doesn't matter, dude.
nah, but
It's a fight.
I do agree with that suspension, but I do think it's too many games. But I do agree with the suspension. This is not his first time doing dirty hit. He has a history of this year so far. He got flagged last week as well for the same bull crap. So you do the mistake over and over again, the consequences are gonna get worse.
All right,
If there's such thing as an aggressive mistake in
for it
football.
last.
Yeah, now he's gonna get ejected. You start with in-school suspension, then you go to out-of-school suspension.
There's an aggressive mistake and there's a bonehead mistake. I was always told it's okay to make an aggressive mistake, but if you make a bonehead mistake, you'll be right next to me on the sideline. That's what I was always
Dave, can
told.
I ask you a question? Do you make boneheaded mistake once, or you make aggressive mistakes over and over again? Which mistake happens more often?
Listen, when I played football in college, there was one time I made a stupid mistake and I never made that mistake again in the game.
Okay. But my thing is, I agree with that suspension. You got to learn one way or another.
3 games, though, I don't think it's worth it.
Come on, bro. You got to learn it because you ain't gonna learn your
Three,
lesson.
dude, 3.
What?
Dude,
Okay.
there's some people that did worse that didn't get 3.
I mean,
Dude, you take illegal drugs, you're out for 4 games.
But buddy, you never know how bad that hit could have been, buddy. That hit could have been.
I agree with you. I agree with you. He should be suspended.
But hold on. Since we're talking about hits, right? 3 weeks ago, there was a huge hit on a wide receiver. And I'm talking about led with the crown of his helmet, cracked him right underneath his chin.
What game was that again?
I don't remember. Cracked him right underneath the chin strap. The dude hit the ground, looked like he was dead. Do you know what happened to that guy? He got a targeting foul. It's a 15-yard penalty. And you know how much he was fined? Didn't lose any time, but he was fined $5,000 for that hit.
John Paul, a wide receiver,
but that
wide receiver and a Cuba because they lose money. A wide receiver is you don't lose money like Trevor Lawrence money. You hit a QB.
He's a bum. They're 2-10.
But it doesn't matter. You might
be on the Jets next year.
You know how much money the team has invested in that guy?
I'll never watch the Jets again.
I hope they go to the Jets. But John Paul, that team has money invested in the guy. The QB will make the most money in this league. And you don't see.
I don't agree with.
I don't know. The backup came in and played pretty decent.
Who?
The backup came in and played pretty decent.
Oh, Mac Jones.
Yeah, Mac Jones.
Yeah.
But that's my take on it. Let's move on to the next game, guys, before we start a fight game. All right, guys, next game is let's go to Sunday. No, this is not Sunday Night Football. This was a little late. This is late Sunday's football. The Philadelphia Eagles and the Baltimore Ravens. The star kicker missed 2 field goals and extra point. He's known not to do that, but he's doing it back-to-back games. He's missing field goals. The Eagles somehow come out with the win. David, I'm gonna go with you first, buddy. What's your whole
never. They will never get rid of Justin Tucker. One of the analysts said it perfectly. They will never get rid of him. It's like I forgot what analogy he said. He was like they'll get to a point where they'll tell him to come back in the back and then they'll shoot him in the head type thing. It's true. He's a legend in Baltimore. He literally was the best field goal kicker for what, 5, 6 years in a row. They'll never get rid of him. And then all the Eagle fans like, oh yeah, look at us, we won. Yeah. You guys didn't look great, dude. You guys didn't. The Ravens pretty much gave you this game on a platter.
Okay. John Paul, what do you think, buddy?
Typical Ravens. They know when they figure out ways to lose games. That's why they haven't won a Super Bowl with the roster that they have. They will go to the playoffs. I said it to you guys earlier in the season.
I would not want to play them in the
I,
playoffs, though.
Baltimore will go to the playoffs. They're going to wind up losing.
Yeah, but I wouldn't want to play them in the playoffs. That's one
They're
team I
not.
would.
They don't do damage in the playoffs, though.
I'm not going to lie. With a team with their record like that, I'm not scared. The only person I'm scared of on that team is Derrick Henry. Maybe a little bit Lamar Jackson.
Who's the scariest team in the AFC?
AFC right now?
Yep.
Right now, if I have to be honest.
Yeah.
If I have to be honest.
Don't say it. We're going to get there.
If you say Chiefs, I'm going to be pissed.
No.
Okay.
If I have to be honest, right now, the way they're playing is Pittsburgh.
Oh, my God.
Listen, I think Pittsburgh's got – listen, man.
Oh, come on, dude.
They're coming very hard, dude.
Buffalo will freaking beat
them. Buffalo, yeah. But Buffalo, again, Buffalo played up a bang. They played up a –
Okay, shit, we got to get there. We got to get there. Relax yourself. We're talking about the Baltimore Ravens and the Eagles, jackass.
See, David, always get me in trouble and shit.
Tony, what do you think, buddy? Tony's so quiet over there. Tony, you okay over there? Tony, you never this quiet, bro. You good?
Tony doesn't look like Tony cares about this game.
Philadelphia. Fuck them. Jalen Hurts sucks. I said it. Philly's going to lose in the first round of the playoffs. They're going to go against a team that has a run-stopping defense.
They're going to go against the Packers.
Saquon's not going to be able to run more than 25 yards, and they're not going to have any answer.
Well, at least you hope.
Dude, they're going to stack that line and say Jalen Hurts beat us. They're going to stack with 8 people in that line.
And he can't. He's
hold Saquon to under 100, you're probably going to win.
Yeah, that's true. I mean, if Tucker would have made those field goals, they're going to beat him easily.
They would have beat him if he would have made everything.
Yeah, definitely. David, did you go yet or no? Because
everybody went except for you. Shut up. Let's go.
Yeah.
Derrick Henry. I definitely can't believe you got laid out like that, bro. You never see you get laid out like that.
It happens to everybody.
But Derrick Henry's a monster. You never see a monster get laid out the way he did. All right, guys, let's go to Sunday Night Football, man. Buffalo Bills beat up on a banged-up Niners in the snowy conditions in the blizzard. The Buffalo Bills also clinched the AFC East. First team to clinch up their division. That's how bad that AFC division is. John Paul, we're going to go with you first because we know you love the AFC.
Well, I'm a Jets fan.
And I have a question. Josh Allen for MVP?
I think he definitely has a right to have his name in there. 100%. I think, again, now you're getting a team like San Francisco that's going from 70-degree weather, coming over, playing in a foot of snow in Buffalo. All right. First off, well, I'm just saying on the field. On the field at the time, there wasn't 4 feet of snow on the field, but I'm saying now you have
my height.
Listen, I'm not going to lie to you. As good as Buffalo looked, things could have went a lot better. And listen, they could have destroyed. I'm talking about, like, completely destroyed the 49ers. Deebo Samuels looks like shit. George Kittle made 1 catch for 7 yards. Thank you, because I have you on my fantasy team, dick. Brock Purdy looked like garbage. Their entire offense, and I'm not going to lie, I think the best part of their offense was Mason, the running back, and that's only because McCaffrey's
he got hurt again,
flopping around. I was sitting there, dude. It looked like a bowl of Jello. You know, I said,
yeah, Paul. But what can you expect though? You see Anthony thing. They don't play in snow like that.
But Umir, you play teams in the snow. There doesn't matter if you do or you don't. You got to go out there and try to win the game. You're almost in last, and they are in last in their division.
Yeah, they are in last now.
They're in last in your division. You have to go out there and beat these teams. You don't beat them, you're not going to make the playoffs. That's plain and simple. I don't care. Listen, dude, the game of football has been played in the heat. It's been played in the snow. It's been played in the rain. No matter what you do, we've all played in conditions like that. You understand what I'm saying? We've played when it's cold. We've played when it's raining. We've played when it's hot as shit outside. You catch my drift?
Yep.
You have to play the game, man, no matter what. And listen, I feel bad for Christian McCaffrey, but me personally, I would have never let him start this season. I think once he gave up those 9 games, that's it, dude. You're done. I'm gonna hold you until next year because I think he destroyed his Achilles. I'm gonna be honest with you. The way his calf was flopping around like that looked horrible. He's in trouble, dude.
Okay. Tony, what do you think, buddy?
I gotta be honest, I don't care so much for the game, but the Bills staff there has to do a better job. I mean, how the hell are you gonna have your fans pay to sit in that stadium that's I mean, there's snow everywhere. Where the hell were you sitting? Did you even know where your
They were
seat
sitting
was?
on snow.
Yeah,
Yeah.
but Tone, they couldn't. What were they gonna do? First off, where are you gonna put it? That's one. Two, the only thing they could do in that stadium is put like heat underneath the seats. Maybe would help a little bit. But it was even snowing hard as shit during the game.
So
I,
I remember one
don't get me wrong.
season.
I love it because I could barely see the 49ers as they were playing because they were wearing white. I love it. But I mean,
I remember one season, the New York Giants, and I think the New York Giants and the Jets, at MetLife Stadium, or it might have been Giant Stadium at the time, they actually pay fans or anybody who wanted to,
Yep. They
like
did it at
17,
Buffalo too.
yeah,
They do it at Buffalo too.
like
They do it at Buffalo too.
$17 an hour. They would actually bring in conveyor belts up and down the aisles, and
Yeah.
all they were doing is tossing the snow and was shooting right outside. I mean, it looked absolutely terrible. How are you going to ask fans to pay money to sit and watch that game and sit in that shit?
yeah, but no offense, fans in Buffalo, they're all nutcases anyway.
Yeah, they love that shit.
Listen, listen, you guys are a great fan base, but you guys are nuts. That's just the way it is. But I mean, they didn't care, man. They were throwing snow around. They looked like they were having a ball.
Yeah, they love that snow.
Well, spending all that money, I'd be having a ball too.
But did you guys also hear? I still felt we gotta get. I really feel bad, man. There was an 8-year-old cancer survivor kid that beat cancer, and she went to that game, and a Buffalo Bill fan pushed her down. Which hope you're doing well, kid. That's really sad to hear that out of that game.
Did she get hurt?
The Buffalo, well, I don't know if she got hurt, but the article came out today. There was an 8-year-old kid. She freshly went to the game, and she was shoved by a Buffalo Bills fan, causing her to fall from a seat. I don't know how hurt she was. Buffalo Bills fan, that you guys are a great
Listen,
fan base.
Buffalo will do something about it. They treat their fans like gold.
Yeah, and plus, I mean, once again, I don't know the situation. I don't know. How's that person supposed to know that kid had cancer?
She went with a sign and everything. She was
Oh
outside the
shit.
game. She went with a sign and everything. You can't. You got to be a moron if you don't see a kid holding a sign that's how big the sign was.
I don't
But
know. I
All
mean,
right, can I go now or
these
no?
guys jump
I
on
mean,
tables and do stupid shit at their games. I don't know.
yeah, but that's all I said. There we go, buddy. Come on, please go. Go. Here goes the honest.
The best part of the game was that Josh Allen touchdown. He
Was
threw the
pass to
ball to
himself
Cooper.
essentially.
He threw the ball to Cooper. Cooper lateraled back to him, and he ran for a touchdown. I thought that was by far the coolest part of the game. The game sucked, flat out. 49ers, just throw the rest of the season away, get a good draft pick. That's it. And the sad part is they could probably still win the division.
That's how bad it is.
That's
That's
how
how
bad
bad.
it is. They could literally still win the division.
Yeah, definitely is.
Because I think they play Seattle again, too.
Yeah, they play Seattle again. Yes, they
They
do.
play Seattle. They play all their conference games. They could single-handedly make the playoffs and not even as a wild card. They can win it as a win
Division.
it in a conference. That's
So the next
scary.
game is against Chicago. Wait, no, they got a tough head schedule. They got Chicago,
They can win.
LA,
They'll win.
Miami,
They'll win.
Detroit, and Cardinals. They don't got Seattle yet. They don't got Seattle.
They'll beat the
Seattle's not.
Cardinals. They can win. They can easily win all those games except Detroit. And who knows? You never know.
You
It's the
never know with
NFL.
football. Yep, 100%. All right, guys. Let's talk about this one thing in the air right now.
Yes,
This
it's
is
rigged. The NFL is rigged. I
no, we're
know
not
where we're
talking.
going. I know where we're
But
going. It is absolutely rigged. We're
Where
going
we
to
going?
We're going to KC, correct?
No, we're not. Who's going to Kansas City?
Then what the hell are you talking about then? Because there's nothing else to talk about.
Yes, it is. Let's talk about another game. This matchup was very close to my heart. Very close to my heart, man. Very close. The Pittsburgh Steelers and Cincinnati Bengals. What a game it was. What a game. We're supposed to do a pick six, and somehow still won the game. Do you guys think there's a lot of rumors in the air? I'm not saying it. That the Pittsburgh Steelers have a chance of going to the Super Bowl. Do you guys think that's possible?
No.
Super
Any
Bowl.
team that's going to go to the playoffs has a chance. But
Yeah.
but let's stop talking about Russell. I know you're gay about him, but let's go to the KC game and talk about how it's rigged. It is 100% rigged. How the hell is the line judge sprinting out?
That
To,
was one of the worst endings I've ever seen in a botched snap. I swear you
this
couldn't make that scenario
this has
up.
become so stupid and blatantly obvious. I
They're
don't
still
know
not
what's
they're
going
still
on.
not gonna win a Super Bowl.
I mean, buddy,
I
the
don't
rest.
think they're that good of a team. I think the refs have single-handedly handed them 6 games this year.
Doesn't matter. They're not winning the playoffs.
Buddy, the refs love them. The refs gonna find out somehow to wing
Doesn't
the win.
matter. They're gonna play it. Well, the refs love them in Buffalo, and Buffalo beat them. So
I mean, like I said, that line judge, he sprinted out there. I mean, it was so blatantly obvious. I'm going, come on. This is so stupid.
Las Vegas made that call.
I don't know,
All right.
but that's just me. But
All right, guys, that time of day again where we do our picks of the day. Tony, please don't forget to do Monday Night Football this week again.
Listen, I copied it down. NBC Sports screwed that up. But before we get to our picks,
Oh, yeah, here you go again.
yeah, here we go again. A new record was set on our show here, and how we're going to oversee it, I have no idea. A precedence was set. The first time in our show history somebody went undefeated.
wow, you did?
You know who that guy is?
Yeah, it has to be. Yeah, it wasn't me.
whoop-de-doo, Basil. Now let's go. Get picks. I got to take
Exactly, yeah,
15
thanks.
games.
Move on. We get it. Move on. Here go your imagination.
But I
Trust me.
won.
Here
I
you go.
won. Shut up. I won 16 games. John Paul behind at 14. Uh, Umir at 13. David at 12. Going into week 14, this is kind of where we stand. I'm at 136 wins. Umir at 128. John Paul 124. David 123.
Shit, John Paul, you're coming from behind. John Paul was
That's
down
what she
way.
said. Now, I actually had to double check the games. I didn't realize this week was a small week of games. There's only 13 games this week.
Yeah.
So I was like, oh, okay.
It's
So
it,
with that
it's
said,
like weeks ago.
with that said, we got the first game, which is going to be a monster. Green Bay, Detroit, in Detroit.
I'm taking Detroit, please.
I am actually going to go with Green Bay on this one. I think Green Bay's been playing their asses off. And the way Detroit played the last game, I think they're due for a loss.
Is it home?
Yeah, Detroit's
Right.
at home.
Detroit's home.
Give me Detroit.
Give me Detroit too.
Oh, give me Green Bay there, because when we all pick the same team, we all lose. Give me Green
I
Bay there.
picked Green Bay.
Tony
I
took
picked
Green Bay, dude.
But 3 out of 4. He's gonna end up winning. Watch. Now give me Green Bay
Whatever.
too.
Next.
Give me Green Bay, Tony.
Next.
Cleveland, Pittsburgh.
Pittsburgh.
Pittsburgh. Oh,
Pitts-
hold on a second. Hold on a second. Cleveland's been playing great, and I wanted to pick them 2 weeks ago, and I fucking did.
I'm going Pittsburgh. David, what are you
I'm
doing,
going
buddy?
Pittsburgh. It was a fluke the last time they won.
John Paul, what are you doing?
Yeah, this is the second time, and they're playing them in Pittsburgh, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, give me Pittsburgh also.
Bless you, David.
We have the New
Thank you.
Orleans Saints versus the New York Giants.
Saints.
I'm going New Orleans.
I'm going Saints.
Yeah, New Orleans.
What?
Umir's gonna go with the Giants to piss us off. Next.
Give me New Orleans Saints. Saints.
New York Jets versus the Miami Dolphins.
Miami.
Dolphins.
Miami.
Dolphins are gonna start playing hot. Watch. We're all Miami.
I'm
Yeah.
thinking, give me one moment.
Dude, there's no way the Jets beat Miami.
It's possible. They just got
I
the
mean,
roster.
they were seconds away from beating Seattle. Ugh.
And the game is in Miami.
I'm going New York Jets. I can let you guys catch up a little bit. Jacksonville, Tennessee. I'm going Tennessee.
Jesus.
Yeah,
They
it's
put
gonna be a
punch me in
terrible
my
game.
face. It's so
Is
bad.
Trevor
Pick up.
Lawrence playing?
He might,
Uh,
like I said, he looked like he was all right getting off the field. You
yeah,
know
I
what
don't know
though?
yet.
With concussion protocol, probably not. I doubt it.
Give me Tennessee.
I'm going Jacksonville.
I want Tennessee. Now, Paul.
Tennessee, please.
Okay.
Atlanta, Minnesota. I'm going Minnesota.
Kirk Cousins is the worst quarterback of all time. I'm taking Vikings.
Yeah, but I heard they might be starting Penix this weekend.
Yeah, I heard that too.
Give me Minnesota.
I'm still taking Minnesota. I don't give a shit if Umir's starting quarterback.
I don't know, man. Minnesota didn't look great this past weekend either, though.
All right, what are you doing?
Okay, fine. Give me Minnesota.
All
The
right,
difference, real quick, the difference is the Chargers don't have a running game. The Vikings do.
Okay.
we got the Carolina Panthers versus the Philadelphia Eagles.
Give
Philly.
me Philly.
Philly, unfortunately,
Yeah, I gotta go Philly too.
I hope Carolina wins.
I hope Carolina wins too, please. I hope Carolina you do the upset.
We got Las Vegas Raiders versus Tampa Bay. I'm going Tampa Bay.
I want
Tampa's
Tampa
hot.
Bay.
Tampa's hot.
Tampa Bay. Especially with the way Atlanta's going down.
Seattle, Arizona.
Oh,
Who burped like that, fat ass?
What?
Somebody burp?
this is a battle too, man. Because either one of these teams win, they take top seed in that.
I
I'm go
know.
I'm gonna go Seattle. As much as I hate them, I'm gonna go Seattle.
I'm gonna go Arizona. Yeah, that was you, Jack. You know you burping over there?
Who?
Burping?
You talking to me?
No, David.
I don't
They burp?
burp on this show. I fart.
Uh, give me Cardinals.
I didn't.
Arizona.
How can you hear a burp? I don't hear. I don't hear a thing.
David,
Give me Arizona Cardinals. Oh, somebody here.
John Paul,
Yeah.
David, who you picking?
Seattle.
I'm thinking Arizona.
Yeah, we heard you.
John Paul,
Maybe it was you
Give
burping.
me Seattle. Oh, fucking.
Chicago, San Fran. I'm going Chicago.
I'm going. I'm going San Fran.
I'm gonna go San Francisco also.
I'm gonna go San Francisco also.
All right, you have the Buffalo Wild Wings versus the Los Angeles Rams.
Buffalo.
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 Why do I feel like this is just a game Buffalo's gonna shit? I'm still gonna take Buffalo though.
I believe it. I'm telling you, they always have that one game that they shouldn't lose, and they do.
All right, we got the Chargers versus KC or the referees. I'm going Kansas City.
I'm going Kansas City.
I'm going Chargers. That defense.
I wanted the Chargers so bad too.
I gotta start making up ground here, so that's why.
Playing in Kansas City?
Yep,
It's in Kansas City.
it's in
Never
Kansas
mind.
City.
Never mind. Give me Kansas City.
I'm taking Chargers.
All right, and last game, Cincinnati, Dallas. I'm going Cincy.
Cincy.
The worst and best team in the league, the Cincinnati Bengals.
John Paul.
Yeah, give me Cincinnati too.
Cowboys are talking shit. Let's see if they're real.
That's it, boys and girls.
Are you sure?
I think so.
All right, boys and girls, we'll be back again next week. Make sure you like it, share it, and subscribe.
You fart?